is I start out of the dressing room and I find myself in the hallway, walking with my other mates. If I start thinking too much, it really freaks me out. I try to just turn my brain off. And in order to do that, I'm usually jumping in place, running in place, you know, long, deep breaths. And then I'm just listening for the intro music to kick in. There's like this few seconds of silence where I'm just hearing the crowd and then they kind of die off in my brain. And then I hear the thing kick on. Here we go.
Welcome to a very special edition of Kerrang Meets Panic at the Disco. My name's Alex Baker, standing outside a packed out Brixton Academy, sold out tonight. We've got an access all areas pass to hang out with Brendon Urie and see what makes him tick on the hours leading up to the show. We're going to be here for the whole day. Got so much stuff kicking off, so let's get inside and meet the man himself. Right, so here we are, backstage at Brixton Academy, the greatest venue on earth. Other venues are available. So we've got the Panic at the Disco dressing room just here. Let's have a little knock and find out if he's here. Brendon! Hello? Oh, fabulous.
What's up, man? How you doing?
How's it going, dude? You all right?
How's it going?
Good, man.
Come on
in.
in. Come hang out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
This is your place.
This is our beautiful, humble abode.
They're looking after you. I like it.
Welcome.
Good to see. So Brendon, here we are, backstage at the Brixton Academy in London. Sold out show tonight.
Crazy.
Feeling good?
Oh, feeling great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good time. What a time to be alive as well.
Yeah, dude, we were just talking about that. It's really insane, like, in the best way possible ever. I'm so flattered and honored to have kids, like, lining up right now.
Yeah,
That blows my mind.
So why particularly London? Like, is it always a good place to play shows?
It is. We'll never forget the first time we played Brixton and coming back here. It's been 9 years, and, like, I have some of my favorite memories in London. I met some of the best people here, met some of the greatest fans. I've done some great listening parties for albums. I've just had this affinity with London that I think happened because, you know, it was the first place that I came here out of the States. You know, it was the States, you do a bunch of shows there and everybody gets a show there, but you come here, it's a little more special. And you get that sense too, you know, when I'm looking out in the crowd, I see how much vigor and vim the crowd has singing my words back to me. It's just like the most touching moment. It's so cool.
Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words.
I love you too.
What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. I chime in with the haven't you people
What's cool about Panic as well is that over the years you've created so many songs that are so lyric heavy.
Yeah.
So it must be so cool to look down at the crowd and just see so many people basically like rapping back.
It's freestyle rap. It's crazy. Like they're singing so fast. There's so many fast parts, and yeah, it's amazing. That is like just indescribable.
In terms of lyrics and that, is that like a poetry? Do you write poetry, or how does it work?
Yeah, a lot of times what happens, I like to make it organic. I don't like to make it too much of work. So usually how I do it is I just hang out with friends, and if there's an inside joke I like I'm not as think as you drunk I am, as a lyric, it was just, I thought it was so funny, I was like, I gotta use that. That's a lyric that I need to use. So those moments will happen just naturally, hanging out in conversation at dinner, whatever, at a party, and I'll use those ideas. And then a lot of times, you know, apart from that, I'll sit down, and if I have an idea, I'll try to jot that down and then combine it with, you know, conversational stuff.
So it's a great time as well because Death of a Bachelor's out, it's doing its thing.
Yeah.
It must be exciting but also kind of nerve-wracking time for you?
Yeah, it's both. It's a little bit of both. It's, oh, there's Scott. Yeah, that was real man. My manager, that's Scott Nagelberg, and he's fired. So. Yeah, I get like nervous before the shows in a good way. I use that anxiety to like build a better show, better production, more flamboyant behavior on stage. And then I just get excited because there's a huge sigh of relief now that it's out.
Yeah.
I don't have to just be anxious about people hearing anything anymore. It's all on the table, and I get a full reaction when we play live shows, and that's so important. Letting the water fall. The death of a bachelor. Seems so fitting for.
So tell us about Death of a Bachelor then. So it really feels like you're pushing the boundaries personally on that as well. Is that the case?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that because I really, that was a lot of, trying to push myself to see how far I could do it. I sing like my mom when I go falsetto. I hear my mom's voice when I go up there.
Really?
Like that's exactly how she sounds.
Back at the piano.
'Cause she's a soprano, full soprano, and just like gorgeous voice, sing in the choir.
Oh.
So when I hear her sing, like that's just mimicking my mom.
This is for you, Mom.
Yeah.
The actual song itself, you chose that to be the name of the actual album as well. Like, what does that signify? Is that about being married? Is it as literal as that? Is it like no longer a bachelor?
It's not as literal as that. It came from like, I felt like a different person entirely making this album, and I was in a totally different spot. I realized like I felt more secure as a producer, a songwriter. I felt I had hit a stride where I was more confident in knowing what I wanted to accomplish, and I wanted to be fond of the past, but I had to kill off this other person because I wasn't that same person anymore. So it was the death of that person. I'm moving forward as it's a Panic, 2.0, I guess.
This might be an overly personal question. If it is, just slap me in the face. But you get ready like this. Oh, there's so much pressure in the wedding hand as well, the wedding ring to the eye. But like, when you got married, was that kind of like a thing that you had to work through? Because for the past 10 years, you've been like a pin-up guy, right? So there's all these people all around the world that want to like be with you, sleep with you, all the rest of it. You had to kind of wave goodbye to that and say, I'm going to commit to this one person.
Well, I'm a musician. That's not off the table. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't think your wife would be happy to hear that.
Oh, she loves that. She loves that.
Yeah, she's into that.
No, I mean, I still like going out partying. I mean, this whole, like, there's so many songs in this album. I still throw so many parties at my house. So that hasn't died off at all.
Good.
I still very much alive.
I think you can see that as well in your some of your music videos.
Yeah.
Is it Victorious, the music video for that? Where what I love about that music video is the way the girls in the bikinis just are in every shot. They just come out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
Just like with the
Victoria.
champagne.
Yeah.
I love. So music video wise, is that again? Does that come down to your mind? Is that something your vision, or do you work with lots of different people to try and create something?
Yeah, I usually start with a concept, or even just one small idea. Like, for instance, Victorious. All I said to the director, Brendon Urie, was, I want to win ultimately at the end. Whether it's I get the girl, whatever happens, and then he came up with the concept of like, all right, you're gonna knock out a world champion kickboxer. I was like, awesome. That's very Victorious.
I'm in.
Yeah. Disco queen.
like broken Christmas lights. My touch is black and poisonous, and nothing like my punch drunk kiss. I know you need it, do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. Oh, we gotta turn up the crazy, living like a washed up celebrity, shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July, until we feel alright, until we feel alright. I'm like a scarf trick, it's all up the sleeve. I taste like magic, waves that swallow quick and deep. Throw the bait, catch the shark, bleed the water red. 50 words for murder, and I'm every one of them. My touch is black and poisonous, and nothing like my punch drunk kiss. I know you need it, do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. Oh, we gotta turn up the crazy, living like a washed up celebrity, shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July. Tonight we are victorious, champagne pouring over us. All my friends were glorious. Tonight we are victorious. Tonight we are victorious, champagne pouring over us. All my friends were glorious. Tonight we are victorious. Oh, we gotta turn up the crazy, living like a washed up celebrity, shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July, until we feel alright, until we feel alright.
It's a very different stage for you now in your career. The past 10 years, I'm sure, have been kind of an awesome blur.
Yeah.
But you know, now you're kind of a lone wolf. Panic at the Disco is you.
Yeah.
Is that kind of really refreshing, or is it kind of a bit, oh crap?
Yeah, it's like over time, it's just kind of taken like years to come to this point. But I mean, I remember, you know, third album, I had to take the reins and kind of took the lead creatively, and so it started there. And then this time around, especially on this album, writing everything, recording everything, it is really liberating. It's really fun. I'm just having the best time because I get to do anything that pops into my mind. And
Yeah.
it's huge.
And that's what kind of real art's about, isn't it?
It's great because if I need a second opinion, I have friends that luckily are there, you know, that I can delegate ideas to and ask them to help me. But really, I mean, I get the idea down myself, and then from there I ask, you know, what do you think about this? Cool. And then I could consider it, or I don't have to. It's kind of, it's really freeing.
Amazing. So Death of the Bachelor's out. I read somewhere that you were actually considering leaking it. Is that true?
I did. Every time I would open up my laptop at home and it was just there, and I really thought about it.
You're like,
I
oh.
really considered it.
You had the label bosses in your ears. You had your manager on the phone talking you down.
I had him call me. I texted him, just, is this a good idea? I've had 8 whiskeys. I don't know. I'm one button away. Like I just set tweet. Here's the link.
Oh man, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Also very foolish.
Yeah, I know.
Because you've got bills to pay, right?
20/20 hindsight, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
This is gospel for the fallen ones, locked away in permanent slumber, assembling their philosophies from pieces of broken memories. Oh, 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 oh. The gnashing teeth and criminal tongues conspire against the odds, but they haven't seen the
See why I get paid those small bucks.
Big bucks. Brixton Academy, steeped in history. Maybe not that guy.
Well, look at these legends. This is wild, though.
I always think it's funny, like, you know, from a backstage point of view, you know, from a fan perspective, they probably think these halls are like paved with
Probably
gold.
glamorous, yeah. I know, they always get the idea that it's just so much more luxurious than it is. Well, at soundcheck, I usually feel a little bit less nervous, because this is the time I get to work out any bugs for the show, any little funny stuff. Yeah, this is like any covers I want to try, any jokes I want to
What, so you decide you decide covers on the day?
Sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes.
So your band are that sick that you can just go, guys, give me this.
Yeah, it'll take us like 20 minutes, but we'll run through it, but we'll get to a point where it sounds okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see.
So Emperor's New Clothes, you know, one thing I loved about that song is you can hear all the backing vocals and stuff. That's all you, right?
Yeah.
How does that, like, it's all characters, right?
Yeah, that's some of the most fun vocal stuff to do. Because and that was the idea. I got it from Queen. I mean, you hear, you know, you can get the stems for Bohemian Rhapsody. If you listen to it, you can hear Roger Taylor singing above everybody. He's like all the hustle, but he's squeezing his throat so hard to get that tone that it's not really how he sings like I'm in love with my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's totally different. So, you know, I took that idea and I wanted to be like, you know, I want to do like the fat lady singing. I want to do operatic. I want to be like the soulful older big man. Like I want to do that stuff. So I would try to like change my voice to fit each character in each mood. And that one was just a blast. I mean, I stacked myself like 32 times or something.
Really?
It was crazy.
The fear of falling up. Oh, 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 oh. This is a beat of my heart. This is a beat of my heart. Oh, 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 oh. This is the beat of my heart. If you love me, let me go. Welcome to the end of eras. Ice has melted back to life. Done my time and served my sentence. Dress me up and watch me die. If it feels good, tastes good, it must be mine. Dynasty decapitated. You just might see a ghost tonight. And if you don't know now, you know. I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh, yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh, yeah. Sycophants on velvet sofas, lavish mansions, vintage wine. I am so much more than royal. Snatch your chain and maze your eyes. If it feels good, tastes good, it must be mine. Heroes always get remembered, but you know legends never die. And if you don't know now, you know. I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh, yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh, yeah. Mortal kings are ruling castles. Welcome to my world of fun. Liars settle into sockets. Flip the switch and watch them run.
What's up, guys? Who are you here to see?
Brendon.
Do you want to give us a quick rendition of one of your favourite songs? Dive in, go on.
Alright, it's a hell of a feeling though. It's a hell of a feeling though.
Ow!
Alright,
Yeah!
hell of a feeling
Woo!
though. It's a hell of a feeling though. Who are these people?
Well, you might not know this, well, I'm sure you won't know this, but you're actually banned from my car. I'm not allowed to listen to Panic
Oh wow,
in my car.
that's detrimental.
My wife thinks that I'm becoming an erratic driver when I have Panic at the Disco on, which I have to admit is kind of true.
Losing oxygen as you're singing, there's too many words.
I'm like, please leave all of the skins and it's just like, Alex, just swerving, stop it. Would you like turn it off?
Well, we should get a petition signed so you can start listening to it again.
I'd love that. But is there any kind of like, what artists do that to you? What kind of bands and sort of artists do you listen to would make you out of control if you were behind the wheel of a car?
Oh, there's plenty. There's too many. When I listen to any Every Time I Die song, I actually, I'm like, it's a little intense.
When the camera rise, witness I will suffer. When the camera rise, witness I will suffer.
Is that where Positive Hardcore Thursday comes from?
Oh yeah, because they're the most positive guys and they're so heavy. Yeah, that's a band that, you know, I'm usually screaming along and then I get so red in the face that I kind of like have to slow down and like maybe don't run the yellow just to get past the red light. Like take a breather for a second, like I'm getting a little aggro. But I listen to a lot of hip hop too. So Kendrick Lamar's last album, I blare that.
Everybody wanna cut the legs off. Black man taking no loss. Oh yeah.
How many instruments do you reckon you can play?
I don't know. I mean, I play the general like rock band instruments: piano, guitar, bass, you know, vocals, drums. And then I tried cello. My sister played cello growing up, so I tried that. I'm not the best. I can do a couple notes. Trumpet, I tried for a year. I was okay. And then I tried accordion.
Oh my word.
It's confusing.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It's accordion. Yeah.
Out of all the instruments you play though, you know, which is the instrument do you keep coming back to?
Actually, it's drums.
Is it really?
I'm very beat oriented.
No, come on.
So I usually start with a beat, and then other than that, it's melody.
Where do you think that comes from? Have you got like a drummer history, like a drummer idols?
Oh yeah. I mean, I started playing drums when I was like 11, and I really got into it because I went from trumpet, and then I got braces, so I couldn't play trumpet. I couldn't form my notes
kept getting
well.
stuck on them.
It was terrible, yeah. And I kept getting my gum stuck in my braces. It was terrible. So then I moved to drums, and I just fell in love with it immediately. And that was just, because I could do 4 things at once. It was awesome.
Yeah,
This is great.
Amazing.
I used to practice all the time. Like when I was coming up, I was 11, 12 years old. For jazz band, in order to make it, I mean, I practiced 6 hours a day. And I can't believe my parents, you know, withstood all of that just terrible sound.
Yeah.
It was so loud in the house. They're sweet.
So it wasn't like an electric kit, it was like a full
It was a full acoustic kit, and I was just hammering down on them.
So here we are in an unmistakably cold Brixton Academy, right in the heart of London City. Here with Brendon. And man, you know, the doors are about to open, it's getting close to stage time. You can see down there, I've never really noticed about Brixton before, there's all this like paraphernalia. There's like a tree over there.
Balconies, vines,
Yeah.
Shakespearean
It is
stuff.
Shakespearean.
Yeah.
It's nice and very theatrical.
Very theatrical.
Very you.
Very
So-
conducive to Panic.
What are you doing to get prepared? How do you prepare for these sort of shows?
Yeah, 1,000 press-ups before the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many can you actually
glute
do?
stretches. Not very many.
No?
No. My strength is not in my muscles. Yeah, it's usually, you know, there's a couple things. Like I just like to do vocal warm-ups, and I'll get started on that in like an hour or so. And then from that point, it's really just kind of listening to bands that we love. You know?
Oh, yeah?
Crank some David Bowie, some Queen, some like whatever.
Yeah, you've got to have
Just
Bowie on.
Oh, of
We're in
course.
Bowie's birthplace. in
Exactly,
Brixton,
exactly.
Right?
It's only fitting.
Doing some Bowie hard tonight
some
while you're doing
Irish,
your
yeah.
press-ups.
Yeah.
And what about the backflips? Because obviously you're known for doing some serious backflips, right?
Yeah, man.
How do you prepare for those?
I don't, and I probably should start because I am not getting any younger, and it hurts.
Are you going to do one tonight?
Yeah, I'll definitely do one. We'll see how many after that we'll do.
Yeah, you can just do continuous one.
Yeah. That's my next move. I just need to do it across the stage.
Can't stop shaking, lean back, let it move right through you. Say your prayers, say your prayers, say your prayers.
We got full-blown Panic at the Disco fans here. You guys Panic at the Disco fans, huh? So here we are, the crowd is streaming in. We've been with Brendon all day. We're going to catch up with him again before he hits the stage when these guys have packed out. How many people is it? Like 4,921 people or something, a sold-out show. He's going to get in front of the mic, do his thing with his band, and it's going to absolutely slay. And every single one of these people that have been freezing all day long are going to be sweaty as hell. See you in there.
down on me. Stop there and let me correct it. I wanna live a life from a new perspective. You come along because I love your face, and I'll admire your expensive taste. And who cares, divine intervention? I wanna be praised from a new perspective, but leaving now would be a good idea. So catch me up on getting out of here. Can we fast forward to go down on me? Taking everything for granted, but we still respect the time. We move along with some new passion, knowing everything is fine. And I would wait and watch the hours fall in 100 separate lines, but I regain repose and wonder how I ended up inside. Can we fast forward till you go down on me? Stop there and let me correct it. I wanna live a life from a new perspective. You come along because I love your face, and I'll admire your expensive taste. And who cares, divine intervention? I wanna be praised from a new perspective, but leaving now would be a good idea. So catch me up on getting out of here. Catch me up on getting out of here. More to the point, I need to show how much I can come and go. Other plans fell through and put a heavy load on you. I know there's no more that need be said when I'm inching through your bed. Take a look around instead and watch me go. Stop there and let me correct it. I wanna live a life from a new perspective. You come along because I love your face, and I'll admire your expensive taste. And who cares, divine intervention? I wanna be praised from a new perspective, but leaving now would be a good idea. So catch me up, I'm getting out of here. It's not fair, just let me perfect it. Don't wanna live a life that is comprehensive, 'cause seeing clear would be a bad idea. Now catch me up on getting out of here. So catch me up on getting out of here. You're gonna go down on me. Can we fast forward to go down?
So back to tonight, what have you got in store for us, set list wise? What are we talking?
So I wanted, I like to play the old ones. I'm gonna add some new songs because obviously I want to. I've been dying to play these songs.
There is that moment though, isn't there, when people go, "This is a new one," and everyone goes, "Oh."
Yeah, exactly, and that's the point. Is I want to do not too many of those because I want everyone to have a good time. If I was a fan going to a band's show that I really really admired, I would want them to play the hits. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. Give me the hits. Get off stage. Just do your job. Make me have a good time. And that's the point. I want to showcase like a few songs because I am very very excited for this album. But I like playing the old stuff, and it takes on a new meaning every time I play an old song. Because I look out and when they're singing it back to me, it kind of takes me out of my body for a second. I don't feel like I'm presenting this to them and performing. It's almost like they're performing for me because I'm really studying just how much fun everybody's having, and then that feeds into my energy, and it's back and forth until all the way up, and it's awesome.
Over the years, you've talked about the fact that there was a rumor going around that your parents threw you out of your house and stuff like that, which has been kind of like muted.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily what happened.
Yeah.
But they must have kind of known that you were a musical person, that music was something that you were going to pursue. So was it kind of a bit of a shock when you said, "Oh, actually, I don't want to do this and that, I want to do music"?
Yeah, I mean, they always supported music. What they didn't support was me not wanting to go to college, me not wanting to do a mission for the church. So that was devastating, and understandably. I mean, they kind of conditioned might be the wrong word, but raised me to do these certain things, knowing, and I knew it was a good idea, but this was a way better idea. I just wanted to, I wanted to be in a band because I didn't want anyone to tell me what to do, and it was just the thing I was most passionate about. Yeah. And luckily my family is very musical, so the fact I was doing music, it was an easier transition for them to say like, we accept it, it's fine. Like, you're not going to go to college, that's not you. You hate school, so just do your thing.
And is it still a supportive family regarding music today?
100%.
But they're like, okay, we're glad we didn't stop him doing this.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's awesome. Yeah,
that would have been a mistake.
Damn. No, they'll sometimes come. They all live in Las Vegas, and they'll sometimes drive out to Los Angeles to come to shows, which is cool. But anytime we play in Vegas, they're always there. Like even if they're out of town, they'll come back into Vegas and just be there. Like they're the most supportive people. It's amazing.
What song are you looking forward to hearing most of all?
I don't know, I can't pick one!
You're literally bursting with
I
excitement.
know,
Right?
I'm dying right now!
You know he's just up there somewhere, right? He's in one of these rooms.
Don't kill me!
He's in that one there. Vine's something that you've been doing now for quite some time and having a lot of fun doing as well.
Yeah.
Is it the case now that you get recognised for Vine, not as much as Panic, but like, does that happen?
Yeah, it actually happened. The first time it happened, I was in Los Angeles, and I went out to see a movie with some friends. And as I got out of the theater, I've been doing it for like 3 months at this point, and these two younger girls came up to me and said, "Are you the guy from Vine?" And I was just like, wow, that is awesome. Like I also do this other thing, but I'm not even gonna mention that because this is huge. Like the fact that you recognize me for something entirely different is awesome.
The one of you that you put up recently, actually, if you're just on that little white pony. Is it Frank Sinatra in the background?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
I mean, I must have, like, not like in a stalking way, but I've probably watched that about 1,000 times.
The best is yet to come.
The way it moves as well, it's so hypnotic. Everything about it, it's amazing.
So crazy.
And where did Positive Hardcore Thursday come from?
Positive Hardcore Thursday.
I gotta go outside! It's too damn beautiful to be inside!
That just came from a joke. Like
Hardcore Thursday.
Yeah, because I listen to a lot of hardcore, and like I wanted to just give people a positive affirmation for their day, and
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I've
in
always-
a hardcore fashion. Yeah.
Things are shaping up to be pretty odd. Little deaths in musical beds. So it seems of someone I never met. You will only hear these elegant crimes fall on your ears from criminal dimes. They spill unfound from a pretty mouth. When everybody gets there, everybody gets there, and everybody gets their way. I never said I missed her when everybody kissed her. No, I'm the only one to blame. Things have changed for me, and that's okay. I feel the same. I'm on my way, and I say things have changed for me, and that's okay. I wanna go where everyone goes. I wanna know what everyone knows. I wanna go where everyone feels the same. I never said I'd leave the city,
What's your favourite thing to do when you're on the road? Are you kind of a tourist? Do you go and check out all the different places? Have you been out in London today looking around? Or?
Yeah, actually, I was walking Carnaby Street, saw a couple actors that I'm very fond of, and that was very cool.
Oh, really? Who did you see?
I saw Bill Nye, and I saw.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was
I work in Soho, and I never see Bill Nye. That's so unfair.
It was actually really crazy, but no, like usually what I like to do is just tour the local bars.
Yeah.
Try the local brew.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we got here like a whole bunch of time ago, as these things always go. You know, people think it's so glamorous being in a band, but actually you spend a lot of time in freezing cold dressing rooms by yourself sometimes. There's a queue going around the block already before, you know, you even turned up in the building. So like, does that kind of pile the pressure on, or you kind of just take it in your stride?
Oh, it makes me so much more excited.
Does it? Good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most flattering thing, you know, the fact that they would wait in the cold with just the thinnest duvets on, just like trying to stay warm, all lined up. I mean, that it kind of builds the anxiety for the show, and then once I get on stage, I just become a nervous ball of energy, and it's transformed into just like chaos. It's awesome.
So in terms of like venues you've played around the world, how does Brixton compare to some of the venues you play?
Well, Brixton holds a special place in my heart. We did, the first time we played here, we did 4 nights, and we were able to bring production, so we actually had a show. And it was just incredible. I was like one of the first times that I realized, like, wow, maybe this is a thing that I could do for a while. Yeah. Hopefully, if people will still come to shows. And then I'm now, you know, fast forward like 8-9 years later, I'm back here. Kids are lined up. It feels just as exciting as that first time.
Do you know when the show's going well? Can you feel it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely can. I mean, that's a huge part is the crowd interaction. So I'm just really banking on people's energy tonight because you know if they're just dead in the crowd, then that's tough.
Well,
it's
you
really
know,
tough to bring it back.
In terms of UK fans, how do they compare to fans around the world? Are they the best? They're the best, right? Tell me they're the best. I want to hear that they're the best.
Here's why they're the best. Because we were just here like a year ago playing our own headline show, and it was just unreal. Like there was a moment where our sound guy was freaking out because he couldn't hear us over the crowd, and that's London to me. That is the UK to me now. It's like an ultimate party.
Okay, sick. So let's crack the doors, let them in.
All right.
Let them in out of the cold.
Let those animals in here.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Is it still me that makes you sweat? Am I who you think about in bed? When the lights are dim and your hands are shaking as you're sliding off your dress. Think of what you did and how I hope to God he was worth it. When the lights are dim and your heart is racing as your fingers touch. I got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better than any boy you'll ever meet, sweetie. You had me, girl. I was it. Look past the sweat, a better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls, will you dance to this beat and hold over close? So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls, will you dance to this beat and hold over close? So I guess we're back to us. So cameraman, swing the focus in case I lost my train of thought. Where was it that we last left off? Oh, now I do recall we were just getting to the part where the shock sets in and the stomach acid finds a new way to make you get sick. I hope you didn't expect to get all of the attention. Let's not get selfish. Did you really think I'd let you kill this chorus? Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls, will you dance to this beat and hold over close? So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls, will you dance to this beat and hold over close? Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Dance to this beat. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster. I've got more wit, a better kiss, hotter touch, a better than any boy you'll ever meet, sweetie. You had me, girl. I was it. Look past the sweat, better love deserving of exchanging body heat in the passenger seat. No, you know it will always just be me. Let's get these teen hearts beating faster, faster. So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls, will you dance to this beat and hold over close? So testosterone boys and hoodlum girls,
Right, so the stage is set. Here we are in your
we are.
second home, my man.
Yeah, man. This is it. It's pretty insane, like, and it'll be even more insane once everybody gets in here. But this is like just moments. This is just moments before the doors are open, the floodgates are open, rather, and people just start screaming in here.
And the thing is, you know, people have been waiting outside for so long.
I know.
And you know, the reason they've been waiting outside is for this barrier here. This is where it happens, right?
This is the
barrier.
magical spot right here.
So they can be as close, they want to be able to feel your spit.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, you're a big spitter.
I spit pretty far.
But that's what happens, you know, the doors open, they come charging down Brixton as well, because it's tapered.
Yeah.
It's like a downhill charge,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you're in your element.
Yeah.
And this is where it all happens.
This is where it all happens. This is my most comfort zone right here.
Yeah?
It's awesome, yeah.
Feeling good.
I feel great.
Ready, what theatrics have you got up your sleeve for tonight?
A couple surprises, you
Yeah?
know. Yeah, some flips, some acrobatics, some partial nudity, maybe a couple covers. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard your one of your covers during sound check, and that falsetto is doing us proud, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. That's just gonna be a touching moment, but it's gonna be totally different. I mean, you can't really predict what's gonna happen. You know, I really like relying on the energy of the crowd, and it's up to them.
Yeah, they need to bring it.
You gotta bring it, you
If
guys.
it's bad, if you perform badly, you're going to completely just blame them.
I blame them always.
At the
It's
end of
never
it,
my fault.
at the end of it, you're going to be like, guys, that was rubbish. All your fault.
Do better next time.
Is this kind of like the standard? This stage, if you look around at the size of this stage, right? This stage is absolutely
This
huge.
is not standard. This is massive.
It is massive,
This stage
right?
is huge.
It's almost the same size front to back as it is left to right. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's like 20 by 30 or something. But this, yeah, usually you get like a. Sometimes we've had like a 10 by 10, which not too much room. We're all right next to each other. But this is ideal.
But
'Cause
do you
then I
like
just-
it? Do you like this size, or does it feel a bit like, oh Christ, I'm gonna get lost?
I love it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. Well, this just gives me more freedom to run around like a madman, which is my favorite thing to do.
More ankles to break, though.
More ankles. That's very true.
I mean, there's a grand piano over there. I
Yeah.
think you need to like understand the perspective of this stage. That is a full-size
Yeah.
grand piano,
Yeah.
and it just looks like
Nothing.
a PlayStation or something. It's just a black box. It doesn't even matter.
An abyss.
If that was in
of
my
space.
house, there'd be no house. It'd just be a grand piano. Have you got a grand piano?
I could live in that. I have an upright.
Have you?
Yeah. Keep it modest. No, I found this old 60s Yamaha that I really like, so I had to
Just
get
tinkle the ivories.
Just tinkle the ivories.
Oh, delicious. Do you wake your wife up in the morning with the tinkle of the ivories?
Sometimes, but
She's like, shut up, Brendon!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it depends what I'm playing.
Yeah.
If it's nice and twinkly, that's good. But sometimes I'll just break into like a little Elton John, you know. She's like, just some crocodile rock or whatever. She's like, come
Start
on.
holding the line up.
Yeah.
What's the one you're looking forward to playing most tonight?
Oh man, the new ones. I'm really looking forward to playing Good Time and Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you going to come out as a demon for Emperor's New Clothes?
If I had the 4 hours to put the makeup on, I would do it.
We could do a budget version.
Yeah.
Stick some toilet
Just,
rolls
Yeah,
onto
give me
it.
a mask. Yeah. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Let's do that, right?
All right, plaster it
Are
up.
you in?
Yeah, I'll just lick
Deal.
it.
Yeah. Ding. Some gaffer tape.
That won't look bad at all. Yeah, that'll be great.
So it's basically like a zombie apocalypse out there. We were out there a minute ago. There's people like rattling the doors, people like bleeding against them. It's not that bad, but you know they can't wait to get in. How's it feeling? Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling pretty loose? And
I feel
excited?
good now. I feel good right now. Once those doors open, then it gets a little more real. And then, you know, it's just those few moments before we hit the stage, ready to perform, that it really kicks in. And it finally sinks. That feeling in the gut, just, oh, I'm ready, yeah.
But are you going to be peeping around the curtain when the place is full, or are you just going to launch out?
Yeah, no, I peek.
Yeah?
I'll do a little peep.
Do you?
Yeah, I get
You
curious. I want to see who's out there. I like to see it fill up, you know? Yeah.
Do you ever recognize any faces? Do you ever go,
Oh, definitely.
I've definitely seen that person before.
Most definitely, yeah.
Really?
There's familiar faces. I get really excited for people I've seen over the last decade. It's amazing.
Do you give them a little,
Yeah,
a little wink? Do you?
Yeah, we have a little inside joke. Sometimes I'll hold up signs that only I would understand, and I love it.
Oh,
It's
that's
great.
amazing.
It's great. No,
I
it's
saw
great.
something on Twitter the other day where this girl said something to you like, oh, I can't believe you've muted me or something like that. Damn you, Brendon. And you're like, don't flatter yourself. And then literally her next tweet was, oh my God, you said hello.
We have this relationship. It's really intimate. I like it.
Oh, he's such a good guy. Look at him. Come on then, let's do it.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready.
Tonight we are victorious, champagne pouring over us. All my friends were glorious. Tonight we are victorious.
As I start out of the dressing room and I find myself in the hallway, walking with my other mates, if I start thinking too much, it really freaks me out. I try to just turn my brain off. And in order to do that, I'm usually jumping in place, running in place, you know, long, deep breaths. And then I'm just listening for the intro music to kick in. There's like this few seconds of silence where I'm just hearing the crowd and then they kind of die off in my brain. And then I hear the thing kick on. Here we go.
have it, my friends. This has been Kerrang meets Panic at the Disco with me, Alex Baker. Your access all areas pass to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Brendon Urie. You've seen him from backstage to on stage. I don't know about you, but I'm going to get the hell back in there. So till next time, peace!